Happy Friday, everyone. We'll rain around today, rain around tomorrow, but what about the rest of Labor Day weekend? We'll get to that in just a second, but let's start with 8 a.m. this morning, and I've got to mention the chance of rain for the morning commute. As far east as maybe Watertown and Beaver Dam, I think anywhere east of there, though, going to be a dry morning commute, and not a guarantee if you're Watertown, Beaver Dam, or areas to the west that you're going to encounter rain, but some isolated showers, maybe one or two weak storms, but definitely gaps. And look how the activity is mainly going to stay in the central and western portion of the area today. It is really going to struggle to move into the eastern portion of the area. Here we are at 11 a.m. So a chance for some isolated showers, central western portion of the area, early afternoon. I think already kind of wrapping up with the activity in the western portion of the area. Still a chance in the central portion of the area, Janesville, Madison, Portage, Watertown, Beaver Dam. Isolated showers again, maybe a storm, but more likely just going to be showers today. If we're going to see rain in the eastern part of the area, I don't think it's till the late afternoon hours. And I'll also say a little bit better chance to the north than south. So Milwaukee, a little bit better chance of seeing rain than Racine, Kenosha. Everybody has a chance, but Racine, Kenosha, you have the lowest chance of rain today. High temperatures, I think most of us are going to be in the low 80s, but maybe some in the eastern part of the area. There's going to be a little bit more sun throughout the day, getting into the mid 80s, and also notice that rain chance ending earlier in the western portion there, so maybe some mid 80s out there, but the low 80s are going to be most common. It's going to get breezy this afternoon, gusts 20, 25 miles per hour. And good news for Friday evening plans. So this is 5 o'clock. We're talking about isolated showers, but look at 8 o'clock. The rain chance going away, even in the eastern portion of the area. And we're talking about partly to mostly clear skies. Not bad at all. A little bit on the warm side for this time of year. Those temperatures mid to upper 70s, but yeah, comfortable. A pleasant Friday evening. But as early as 11 o'clock, we might start to see some activity start to push back in the northwestern part of the area. This will be the earliest the rain could start to return. But I think for most, it's going to take longer. Here we are at 2 a.m. So now we're late tonight, and it's probably still dry in Madison, Watertown, and definitely Racine, Kenosha. This is activity ahead of a cold front that's going to be pushing in. I do think we're going to be seeing a line of showers and storms, but it's going to be falling apart by 2 a.m. And this activity ahead of the front may never even make it to places like Madison. After 2 a.m., it looks like it's really going to fall apart. But now I'm jumping ahead to 9 a.m. Saturday morning. So I skipped some time there from 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. because we're only talking about a few stray showers during that point. But I think activity is going to start to fire up again about 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, because already the slow-moving front is going to start pushing into the area. So we're going to start to see a transition back to scattered showers and storms. And I do have to say tomorrow is looking like a wetter day than today, at least for a little while. The best chance of rain across southern Wisconsin for tomorrow is going to be around lunchtime, noon. A period of scattered showers and, yes, storms. I do think there's going to be heavy rain and lightning in spots. Not worried about any severe storms. By the way, stopping things at noon, because this is probably our high temperatures for the day. Again, the front right over us, so look at the variety. All right, so we're seeing Kenosha mid to upper 70s, probably Milwaukee too, but Madison only topping out in the low 70s for high temperatures tomorrow. And then look at the upper 60s in the northwestern part of the area where the front will already be clear and then starting to dry out in the northwestern part of the area. Tomorrow looks breezy as well with this front. Gusts getting up to around 20 miles per hour. Already, by 3 o'clock, past the peak of activity. Now, still a pretty good chance of rain across the southeastern portion of the area as that front continues to slowly move to the south and east, but definitely past the peak of Madison and areas to the north and west. And now let's look at 6 o'clock. And there's a good reason I'm pausing at 6 o'clock. Kickoff at Camp Randall Stadium. Wisconsin versus Illinois State. Now, I've got to mention there's still an opportunity for a couple of straight showers, but I think the few showers that are going to be around are more likely going to be south of Madison. I'm going to have to keep in a chance through the early evening hours on Saturday across southern Wisconsin and including the Madison area. There is a chance a stray shower could work over Camp Randall during the game, but the chance is small. It is more likely it is going to be dry for the game, and if it was me, I'd leave the ponchos at home. It wouldn't be much. We are definitely going to be past the activity, the timing on our side here. But technically, I've got to keep in the chance, especially across the most southeastern portion of the area, until about 10 o'clock Saturday night. There could still be a stray shower or two around, but then we are done with the rain. and our temperatures are going to be coming down. But look at the variety Saturday night. It's all going to depend on what time that cold front got to you. So look at the northwestern part of the area, cooling down almost into the 40s, 50, 51, 52, Baraboo, Portage, Beaver Dam. Then there's going to be an area of mid-50s, likely including Madison. And then upper 50s and then low 60s, Milwaukee, Racine, Kenosha, because you're going to get the front last. And we're talking about partly to mostly cloudy skies Saturday night. The cloud cover trying to decrease, but it is going to struggle. Because again, we've kind of talked about how slow this front's going to be moving. And it is going to be to our south and east on Sunday, but it is going to be closer, that means, to places like Racine, Kenosha. So look for a mostly cloudy day in the southeastern portion of the area on Sunday. Then partly cloudy skies for the central portion of the area, but if you're in Baraboo, Boscobel, Viroqua, we're talking about mostly sunny skies on Sunday. So more clouds to the south and east, less to the north and west. A light breeze around Sunday afternoon, gusts around 15 miles per hour, but not as much as Saturday. And despite the variation in cloud cover, notice temperature's pretty uniform. Most of us probably only reaching the low 70s for highs, maybe a few spots making it into the mid 70s. For Sunday night, still dry, and I still think there's going to be a little bit more cloud cover to the south and east and less to the north and west, so we'll call it partly to mostly cloudy for the southeastern part of the area and partly to mostly clear for the northwestern part of the area. And because of that, still some variety in temperatures, low 60s next to the lake, and then some upper 50s, mid 50s, but probably no cooler than the mid 50s for Sunday night, so not quite as cool in the northwestern part of the area. Monday, Labor Day, it's looking nice. I think the cloud cover is going to be pretty uniform across the area, partly to mostly sunny skies. And I think most a little bit warmer, though not much. There's still going to be some in the low 70s, particularly near the lake. I think mid 70s are going to be more common, though. Maybe some getting into the upper 70s. Not much wind Monday afternoon, only around 10 miles per hour. Should be a very nice day.